Sometimes. Some shooty things. Yeah, so this is, we're starting to play with the idea. When we were developing, we decided that this was, it takes
Hold
place.
up.
We're dead again.
Okay, now we got audio?
No audio. We didn't say anything interesting,
Jesus.
so it's fine. Technical difficulties. I've given up on everything internet now.
Okay, we're back now. Okay.
Corey and Justin.
So if you missed anything, we were talking about horse carcasses that we ever missed. The fact that Joel worked on this game, and now we are...
Oh, look, Noah Grace. See the posters up there for Noah Grace? He was the president of the United States in the Resistance universe, and he was a terrible guy, and Hale killed him after Hale's sister Susan, married to Capelli in this game, tried to kill him, and Hale stopped her.
Oh,
long, varied background story.
It's like a soap opera.
It is. So one of the things we said was this is 4 years after Resistance 2. Some of the Chimera, the mutated Chimera, have become feral. And so what you're seeing in this mission a lot is the sort of feralness. The Grims, the Spinners, the Leapers. But we'll see a lot of military Chimera as well later on when you have to do a lot of defense.
It's green. It must be health.
You better believe it. There's a thing right
there's
there.
a button.
You can't
It's
see
a
it.
switch.
Right there.
Yeah. Oh,
it's
yeah, that's
tiny.
right. I always look for like a big yellow button, and it's this like little stick.
Yeah, especially in here. So the idea with St. Louis was going to be the remnants are this group of freedom fighters, and so we were thinking very much like Red Dawn, you know, like so when you start out the journey of Resistance 3, the boat level is sort of your first encounter. It's mysterious, it's foggy, you don't know what's going on. There's a feral Chimera right there, the Widowmaker.
It's a feral Widowmaker, not the militarized Widowmaker. It's a very large one. They got much bigger all of a sudden.
Much more intense.
There were no Widowmakers in the second one, right?
No, I don't think so. Just the first one.
Everyone loved the Widowmaker in the first one, and then we didn't have any, so we brought them back, and we made it bigger and badder.
And its weak spot is a giant testicle that it dangles down from the...
That is unfortunately true.
Oh, dear.
So this whole roundabout here is made so slow-ass Malakoff can get in front of you. Did he make it? Look up the ladder. I think he's already up the ladder. Yeah.
Oh.
So now look up at him. Don't look at me like that. I'm old. That's a line that only plays if you look up at him. It's terrible. I remember a little bit now.
Did you see the space? I saw this whole thing about the Space Needles getting glass floors for the restaurants.
Oh.
And I was like, man, like, be careful. Like, don't wear your utilakilts into the Space Needle because, you're going to give the people down on the ground a show.
Nice. There's VTOL going down. Oh, so the St. Louis Arch wasn't built in 1954. It was built in 1964,
Alternate
I think.
history.
Yeah, so this is alternate history. Turns out St. Louis Arch was designed in like 48 or 49 or something like that. So we just said we want more landmarks. St. Louis gets its arch.
Yeah, you figured they, like, without World War II, they would have the steel to build it earlier and stuff. It was just, it was held back.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, look, weapons.
Held back. Convenient, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Did you want to explain what's going on with this whiskey here?
No, we'll get to that.
Okay.
We'll get to
Fair
it.
enough.
I'm too. I probably need it because I was stressed out about the whole tech thing. But
right.
You know, we got it. What is he?
He's laying down.
You're taking a nap? We have
Yeah.
a video game to play.
He's
old.
wounded. He's
Nap
wounded and old.
He got stepped on by Goliath. It's terrible.
Okay,
All right, so you get up there.
because I have
and
the
you hit a button.
carabiner now.
Yeah, you have
that
a
was-
carabiner. That's right.
All
So
right.
you zip line.
Hey, look at the red dangly things we had to put on there so you could tell they were.
So you could tell what the hell it was. There's a line over there. Okay, so this is where we start venturing into survival horror.
Yes, this is scary mode.
Drop down.
Creepy.
It clearly says infested. Don't go in there.
Well, let's see. What should I?
So you gotta go in there.
You have to.
If you're playing a survival horror game, you need a shotgun, right?
Yeah. Oh, fully upgraded version, no less.
Oh well, you know that's.
All right, it's gonna be a little dark in here.
It's probably even darker for you people in the stream. Sorry about that. I know, like, it comes out just a tad darker.
So yeah, this is where we introduce the arc charger, which has arguably the best alt fire, although the marksman's pretty good.
It's actually, like, because we're in here playing on, like, an LCD TV. It's like a good Sony TV, but then against these bright lights, it's actually kind of hard for us to see anything, too.
It is. So it's a lot of sinewy mess in here.
What was that word you used?
Yeah.
Sinewy, like, tissue that's all
Is that sinewy? Huh. I like that word. I don't think I knew that word, actually.
They're going all alien pod growth in here on you.
Right, so some of these are actually pods that Grims will pop out of. So you don't know. Well, there's one there.
Oh, you know what? You know what makes it really easy to see what I'm doing? Firing this weapon. Yeah.
Using your ammo.
Got a dynamic light on it. So when you get a lot of bad guys.
Oh yeah, I remember this room. I remember when we tested this room originally. Yeah. Like I remember the gray block versions of it.
So as guys pop out of here, you're definitely going to want to try your alt fire because it's dope.
So this was Josh Walls, right?
SLA got handed a few different times.
Okay.
Liz was on it after she came on, but Josh was originally on it. Yeah, that's right. So check out this alt fire. It sucks guys in.
Oh, the vortex.
Flings them about. It gives them.
Oh yeah, we had a lot of talk about Gibbs for this game.
I was so proud of all the Gib work we did in this game. And then two.
I wish we could hear. So Boris Salchow was our composer on this game and Crack in Time. And he does great work. But he told me today that because we didn't have enough disk space or memory or something, that all of his compositions were dropped to mono and lower bitrate.
Whoa!
That poor guy. And he recorded at Abbey Road Studio One, the orchestra, the London Orchestra, and it's beautiful. In here, it's like so operatic. Oh, it's awesome.
Let's see. So we got any any Chimera strains or designs that didn't make it into the game? That's Adam Jonick actually, right there, as you projected. Marcus is like, I bet we see Adam Jonick in the stream today.
Well, and it's funny.
Right.
Oh
shit!
Somebody already called him out. Resistance 61513. That you, Adam?
Yep, that's him.
That is definitely.
Shit.
Oh, Cena's too? Oh, Cena.
Cena, thanks for the memory card at the Ratchet & Clank event.
It was great to see you, Cena. Even though I still think you're going to murder one of us and wear our skin.
It's a weird thing to say, but...
No, it's awesome. Cena is awesome. He showed up. Drew and I gave a speech at USC, and he was there. It was great. It's so good to see Cena every time. So I don't think he's actually a serial killer.
That guy is just sort of like, whatever.
Yeah, that guy was clearly just put there to draw you over.
Them climbing up all this stuff, they climb up all the things to you. It's not like they have to take the...
So you can't get up there. You
have to go around.
You have to go find the power up. Or the power. Oh, Corey, come on.
Just run up and smash him in the face.
Does it look like Reload had a weird spelling?
I don't know. Let's see. So here we go.
Yeah, so drop down.
Oh, yeah, this is the power room. Okay, cool. I remember what I'm doing now.
There's an audio journal in here about the guys who got locked in to the factory by the owners.
Poor bastards.
Yeah. They're like, those don't look like temporary barricades.
Like, what are we doing?
All right, so the sound of the catwalk coming down is now going to attract a lot more Grim. So you.
Oh, no. Why? Marcus, what did you do?
Because video game!
Yeah, zombie apocalypse game, man. Come on.
I just want to get back out into the sunshine.
Exactly. So hard to see. Anyway.
We had to go through a lot of testing of this.
Yeah, that's right. That's what I
thought. Can Corey sit on Marcus's lap? Any day.
Wow. Who is next snap? Yikes.
Yeah.
Maybe we need to drink some of the whiskey that's on the table first. 55 Crazy King. I missed some of the multiplayer for this series. Yeah, me too. I especially like Follow Man's multiplayer and then
Resistance 2 co-op.
Resistance 2 co-op, man.
Some good stuff.
Some good shooter multiplayer. That's for sure.
Yeah, that was classes in multiplayer. I think it was one of the first times you ever seen in an FPS multiplayer actual classes.
Yeah. And that competitive was definitely, I feel like it was ahead of its time. Like, that idea.
Look, there's sunshine.
Yeah.
That was a beautifully lit section.
I know, really, wasn't it? It was all painter. It was very painterly. Like,
yeah.
You just look back at it, like the God rays coming through.
That's one thing that we worked on early in the game. I say we, but it was mostly Grant Hollis, of doing the color palette map, of taking the journey, describing what was happening throughout the journey, and applying a color palette to it. It was beautiful. There is one section.
I got through it so fast.
Yep.
That is it, right? Like if you go too fast,
you
occasionally hit a load screen.
Yeah, most of the time we're streaming invisibly.
Originally,
That's
this
how good
section
I am. Yeah.
was much, much longer.
Oh, yeah.
And I remember us going through it and going, This is too long. There's.
And that's coming from you. Do you remember your original Chicago Resistance 2 map?
Oh yeah, that was awesome. It was
you-
so big.
You printed it out on a wall, and I came in as project manager, and I was like, take that down. I don't want any artist to see how big.
I feel like that happened to a lot of Resistance 2 levels at some point.
Well, especially multiplayer maps tended to be... Oh, you have to shoot the target. See that? There's a ladder there and a target there. Yeah. It's real... You should probably use a carbine or something with a projectile. Sorry, we're ignoring the internet.
No, it's cool.
Any more Ratchet and Clank games coming up? I don't know. You tell us. Best weapon wheel ever. Thank you. You guys should play this with PS4 controller. PS4 controller works on PS3. That sounds awesome. I guess if it's written on the internet, it's true.
I love
It
those.
probably does.
Yeah.
The creepy
But
tentacles.
trust us in that we were having a tough enough time getting our FrameMeister working and like just the console displaying on the TV, and it actually was something else that was dumb, and we should have realized it. So we're sorry. We're sorry we were late.
I'm sorry, it's totally
The level
James'
where you
fault.
get the sledgehammer, you should play that. We will eventually.
We'll
We
get
will
there.
play.
Playing in order.
Our plan is to play through this entire game. So if we don't make it there today, which we won't, you'll want to keep an eye on. Click the follow button on our Twitch streams, because when we do this game again, you'll want to know. And if you missed the beginning of the game, which we had with Marcus and Adam, you can go back into our previous videos and check out.
You sound really angry. Do you not like people?
No, I'm just saying. I'm sorry. I
Look,
don't
it's
mean to be
Christmas time.
angry.
There's a wreath on the door because it's Christmas time. And that plays in a little bit
There were
more
Christmas
later.
lights in
It was in the
Our
boat
Christmas
too, right?
lights,
We,
yeah.
we saw the
The
boat
Yeah.
in the previous video, which you can go back and watch if you want to see that part.
But don't do it because it's not very exciting.
It was a very good stream.
Just
Very good
like
stream.
us.
That stream we
The
actually hid
boat?
the fact that we were gonna drink.
I dig the boat.
Yeah. The boat is great. We had a good time playing through the boat. You're gonna get attacked by leapers here, so you're probably gonna want to look up on the alt fire and the arc charger would be a good one. Behind
You're
you.
being shot. Your
Joseph!
ankles are being eaten.
Hey, look, I don't have Malakov to tell me
Joseph!
what's going wrong.
Yeah, but you haven't been there, James.
Still lost
That's
like
what I'm
half
here
my
for.
health there. That's brutal.
It's because you didn't listen.
Sonic Destroyer says you should play Lego Marvel 2 on the stream. We're gonna do that next week, actually, on Monday, I believe. So yeah, of course we're gonna play the new Marvel game. That's exciting. I've been looking forward to playing it, and we'll maybe even play a co-op game for the first time on the stream. That could be exciting too. I forgot that they spit. They started spitting in this
Yeah,
game.
the advanced guys.
I think
They're
maybe did they spit in R1 sometimes or
Yes,
something? And then
it was the advanced guys would. Regular guys wouldn't. These guys have fat tails, so you can tell
they're the advanced spinners.
So in this room, there's some nice little storytelling. So there's the dead Christmas tree, and then I think there's a pickup journal that's from a little girl or a little kid or something.
This game was like
what
the
do we
most
get from
depressing.
What I want
game
from Santa.
ever.
Oh,
And it was basically for mom and dad to be happy in heaven, and grandma and grandpa to stop being sick or something horrible. You must have already been through this game. and picked it
oh
up.
yeah, that's true. I have already played through. Probably this is.
And then some kid drawing on the wall there.
Aww, colors.
You know, it's the face of humanity. You don't always see.
The sun is
That was probably
smiling.
done by a full-grown adult, though.
Yeah,
of course.
yeah, it's true. That's
Sometimes we
This
have
channel
things.
the smiling sun is a Mario Brothers reference. Mario 3.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah. Well, probably.
You've just
If it
made
had
that up.
sunglasses, then you would know it was a Mario Brothers 3 reference.
There you go.
Because the sun needs sunglasses.
All right, so is this where we introduce
Chapter
long
7.
legs?
Yeah.
Suns in low places. Oh god.
All
No,
right, the
long
Beatles
legs are
are
on the
down.
boat. Long legs are on.
Oh,
the
they
boat.
were on the boat. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. We've already
No.
seen them, so you'll get to experience more.
I really like this fight. I thought this fight turned out really nice.
Yeah.
It's very hard.
Oh.
It's pretty hard. I remember.
yeah, I remember
trying
this
so
actually
hard
is
to
a
just-
tough. This is a tough spot.
Yeah. At least you have height advantage at first, but you will get overrun if you stick around. Like it actually behooves you to go down.
get-
My favorite method of taking those guys out is still tag them and then
Yes.
take them, let them blow up in the air.
Exactly.
Shit, is there any health up
Yeah,
there?
Adam reminded us that we had programmatically made it so if you tag them, they
Uh-huh.
jumped. So
Yep.
good job, Joel.
Yeah.
Boom!
We had
There
there
you
you
go.
go. Yeah,
Hey,
we had a
you
lot
asked.
of fun making it so that
Oh, wait, where'd he
enemies
go?
looked awesome when they died.
Yeah, for sure.
Any more?
Just get down there.
All right, fine. I feel like
This is where the fun begins.
going down there got me killed all
Oh, the
time.
Ravager.
Oh, it'll get you killed for sure. There's
Well, then I'm gonna
Steelhead.
pass the controller off after I die, so be careful.
Oh,
what you
Steelhead
wish
got
for.
Ravagers.
Yeah, that's it. Ravager's coming though.
Oh shit! There's no ammo for that. Okay. Let's see here. Let's do this.
I mean, you got a Magnum, which is probably fully upgraded.
There
I think
you
it's gonna
go.
Chop
Yeah.
guys down. Plus, you got a shield. Don't forget your own shield.
Oh, I know.
What the hell else about St. Louis? Yeah, so this was a tough fight.
There's so
Battery of controller 1 is low.
All right, well, we do have
All
a
of the
cable,
tech
so
issues.
it's all good. We'll be able to plug in shortly.
It's just what next? What's gonna happen?
I know it's been a series
blackout?
of unfortunate tech events today.
So-
Earthquake probably is what's going to happen
Oh,
next.
okay.
Don't say
that.
We're all terrified of earthquakes here in California.
World's had enough earthquakes lately.
All
coming
coming
back to me now.
There they go. There's the shuttle.
Is there health right here? Yeah, there's health right here. Okay, good.
Yes.
That's why I was making sure I had health before I went anywhere. Did they just drop more guys in on
We
me?
had long debates about how we were going to get the guys to jump out of the shuttle, or how was that going to work, what was it going to look
Oh, yeah.
like.
More long legs. All
We
right.
will debate anything for a long time.
Insomniac's
You got
debate
it.
things? Really?
It's toast.
Pants or no pants, it's true.
The third really is the best. Okay, I agree.
Oh.
Still just keep coming.
In terms of everyone who's asked about a remaster or a new game, haven't announced anything. We would love if these ever did get remastered. That's not really up to us though, because we wouldn't
that.
make that in-house. That's something like Sony would do with another developer. It would be really cool if it happens. I'd say you guys always, let them know that that's something you would want. It's always one of those things where if they think there's demand, that's when they make stuff like that happen. So.
By the way, Neck Snap wants to know if Joel is the guy, is one of the voice actors from Gears of War.
Just call them and tell them that you'd like that. And
Are you
sure?
But are you SAG?
Does it matter? Oh wait, yeah, it does.
Well, depends, I guess, but yes. I don't know what Gears is. I assume Gears uses.
So I have a
SAG
gruff
actors.
enough voice, a low gravelly voice for one of the
Exactly.
characters. That's it.
Did
Yeah.
you sound like this as a kid?
I did when I was 5.
I want milk. Milky.
Okay.
Change my diaper.
And this is where they start coming
There you
over.
go.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
here
this
we
is
go.
sweet.
This
This
is
is
the
sweet.
jump
Where they
now.
come over this. They come over this bus.
Over the bus.
Let's do this.
And this is Ravager entrance, yeah?
Mhm.
Oh, you're right.
You're gonna get Arc Charger guy.
Oh, I forgot about him.
Oh shit, Ravager.
Okay. Well, let's.
That poster for the train was in the live action. It's an homage to the live action poster.
Oh shit! I'm stuck on something. Ah!
Go
There's a
stand
car.
by those exploding bushes.
Yeah. Let's,
No.
Yeah. Good idea. Yeah. Well, your shield's no good against my auger bolts.
You have a shield.
Do I? Not anymore. Oh shit.
I'm telling you, Magnum is gonna light that guy up.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Bam, 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 bam. Ignite.
Boom! And hey, it just leveled
And
up
he's
too.
down.
That was pretty good.
Well called, Marcus. Well called. It does.
I know an OP weapon when I see one.
It's so good when a pistol's overpowered. Like
That
it's
is-
just.
Yeah, fully upgraded Magnum in this game is super gnarly. It's the duct tape of weaponry.
Yeah, I feel like any video game with a pistol that just rocks feels really, really good. I mean, it's been that way since like Halo 1. Maybe earlier, but Halo 1 especially. Pistol was all you needed in multiplayer. Good pistol player. Where are they coming from? Okay, there we go. Bye-bye. Into the pub. Into the pub.
Would you say Resistance? Who's that? Ratchet Extreme 6? I can't. This is like an eye test at this point.
Yeah, sorry. It's
Would-
good for my young eyes.
Would you say? Oh, yeah, thank you. Would you say Resistance is a spiritual successor to Disruptor? I wouldn't. It kind of is though, because Disruptor was a game that Ted really wanted. Because famously started Insomniac with Al because they wanted to make a game like Doom. And Disruptor was a first-person shooter, and when it came to doing a PS3 game, doing a first-person shooter, going back to that made sense. And so, in some ways, sure, I would sort of say that.
I'm gonna real quick give shout outs. 55 Crazy King, Terracron, Joe Robinson 1977, Ghost Sniper 720, Mr. Schultz, and Seahawk Fan 2311. Thank you all for the follows. And Seahawk Fan, thank you very much for Russell Wilson, because he's wrecking my fantasy league here in the office. So.
Oh, that's how you see the new people who...
Yeah.
You've really upgraded. Last time I was here, Corey would have to write out things on a Sharpie, on a whiteboard.
Yep, now we can see it. Now we can see it live, which is great as long as I'm not playing.
Right.
Then it's hard.
Do you want one of us to play?
No, it's cool.
It's great
if
to
you
sit
want
around and do nothing. I should be drinking or something.
Yeah, you can pour some whiskey.
I'm afraid of your whiskey. You gotta.
It's not my whiskey, so I'll explain the whiskey. Yeah. So, as a lot of you know, we had a Ratchet and Clank fan event. It was a 15-year celebration of Ratchet and Clank that occurred at Gallery Nucleus here in Los Angeles. It was a fun time. I enjoyed it. And a lot of fans were there. People that are in this chat even, like K Tiger, who gave us a... Oh, this is a little upgrade so I can see their heads. Nice. He gave us a memory card, if you remember our Castlevania Symphony of the Night stream, where we didn't have any way to save the game, and so when we died, we had to start the game over, which was awesome. So a lot of great things, and some fans gave us artwork they had done and other things, and it was really lovely. Lovely. Mitch, who's a fan of ours from Texas and flew out for the event, he brought us another Ravager. He brought us a awesome gift that was a bottle of his own homemade whiskey, which Marcus, who fortunately had a corkscrew here in the office, happened to have a
very smoky.
As he says, Smokey brought us a bottle of his homemade whiskey, and I told him, well, I'm gonna make Marcus drink this on the stream. That was literally what I told him on Saturday night, and so we're going to sample some of the whiskey for the first time.
I've never had prison hooch, so this is gonna be great.
I find that hard to believe, actually.
Yeah,
you've never had it.
I mean, not on purpose. By the way, Adam asked something about would you do something different. Oh wait, it's still up there. Resistance 61513.
Adam Jonick, yeah.
Looking back at, don't out him on National Public podcasts. Looking back in hindsight, which is the only way to look back, is there anything you would change in Resistance 3 if you could? I would say the ending, where we had pictures during the credits. I think there was one in particular that sent the wrong message, which was we wanted to end Resistance 3 with the idea that you had overcome the Chimera a little bit. You'd sealed the wormhole. Oh man, spoiler! If anybody's watching for the, anyway. It's a 6-year-old spoiler. It's fine. And so you were making advancements, but there's still difficulty. But there was one image in particular, which was New York Harbor starting to become more populated, that sent the message that just everything was fine. So I would have tried to curtail that a little bit. We had to change the ending fairly late due to some weird things that happened. So that's what I would change in hindsight. Also, Corey didn't work here back then, and I would have demanded he work here back then. I don't know why.
Yeah, I think that's always one of those things when you're when you're working on stuff and things happen, things are always so in flux that sometimes changes happen. Yeah. And sometimes you do things that, even killing Hale is one of those things where maybe, it was like you're reacting to one thing and maybe in some ways you didn't need to react to it as much as you did at the time.
It's true. It's very, very true.
I wanted the prison. I wanted the prison I wanted to push the cannibalism aspect of the prison.
Oh wow!
I know we were asked to tone it down a little bit.
Yeah,
it's hard to
we
get
had
that
planned.
through
Brian Matheson and I had some plans to go pretty far with it.
Weren't there people literally?
John actually was on board with some storytelling stuff that was pretty.
Cheers.
Oh man, I want in on this.
Yeah,
hold on.
This is important. There's a pause menu in this game.
All right, hold on. Cheers. Hey, Mitch.
To the internet, Mitch.
Thanks to our fans for the.
I mean, thanks. We're probably gonna die on camera. This is the worst way to die. Christ. All right. For you, Mitch.
Oh, at least they can laugh at us while we're dying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
That was very smoky.
That's amazing you can do that with that kind of mist.
That's not bad. Yeah, that's not bad at all. I thought it was going to be poison.
Like a
Back to the game.
smoked steak and
Yeah, it is. It's a little bit. Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like I just had a really good breakfast.
Do you have you ever had a High West? They have like a campfire. That's also, it's not as smoky as this, but it has kind of a similar. It's a similar thing where it kind of gives you that smoky campfire-y.
I know in the PDT cookbook, recipe book, they have a Benton's Bacon Old Fashioned, where you infuse bourbon with Benton's really smoky bacon, and then the sweetener in the Old Fashioned is maple syrup, and then you use an orange garnish. So it is like breakfast. It's amazing.
Kind of Funny Games is here, so it must be Greg Miller, and he says Marcus is literally wasting away. Feed Marcus, please.
They're feeding me whiskey. They're force feeding. Also, to go back to Joel's point about cannibalism.
Oh yeah.
We could not ship a game that explicitly references cannibalism
So
in
disappointed.
some countries that are very important to the Sony Corporation.
I'm not wrong that there were like literally like people like eating like limbs and stuff at one point, right?
Herbert doesn't have an arm in that game.
And there's a reason why.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's pretty good. By the way, Ryan Schneider's here. Oh, damn it. Sorry.
Hey Greg, when are you gonna come visit and stream with us sometime? You want to come play You want to play Resistance 3 with Marcus?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're in LA. You let me know.
Let's hug it
You
out.
Come by. We'll have you on the show. It'll be a good time. We'll have fun. We'll even save you some of the whiskey. We'll put
Ryan
a stopper in
Schneider.
it if you want to try some of our fan whiskey. It'll be good.
Our fan whiskey. That's what we call it. Fan whiskey.
Whenever you want, Greg. Whenever you want. You tell me. We're here. The studio doesn't move.
Is your tongue tingling?
Well, you didn't tell me you were here yesterday. Besides, weren't you doing DC stuff yesterday? I don't know if we could have had you here on the same day. Wouldn't that have like ripped you in half? I'm talking to Greg Miller, who's in the chat right now.
Yeah, I'm actually. He was in LA yesterday and he didn't talk to me either, which is weird because my phone works. I know I've received texts from other people. I guess I'll take it personally.
And Kind of Funny Games, thanks for the follow on Twitch. That's awesome. Zenerex, thanks for the follow. Barbanas, thanks for the follow. Zombie Crow, Steven Universe,
There we go.
Epic Blarg. I don't know if I missed anyone. Jason22254, thank you as well. Oh god, another one of these. All right, here we go.
Do you remember we used to have a cheat code that you could run, a parameter called Midget Mayhem,
Oh, where he would.
Yeah,
and it would reduce everybody to really small. And this guy was amazing. Yeah.
Giant monkey fight.
This, I mean, again, the Magnum fully upgraded. Like you've already gone through 2 weak spots. Now it's just the gauntlets.
Let's do this. Come on, son. Come on. This is should be way harder than it is right now.
It should be. These upgraded weapons
are no joke.
Yeah.
Although you are about to die.
Oh shit! Air fuel grenades. That's right. They flew. There was another thing that came back from R1 to R3. Yeah. Oh! I forgot. I forgot you get knocked across the room. Oh! I died finally. All right, here you go.
One
of you guys get it.
Oh, you're gonna embarrass me now.
I don't need
Awesome.
to embarrass. I'll do it if you want. I just don't remember how to play
It's been
the game.
really long time.
Me too.
Greg says he's close personal fans with Spider-Man. Can you introduce us? That'd be cool. All right, and you got to remember like the weird thing too about like the PS3 controller is R1 or L1 to aim, and R1 to shoot, L1 and then. Oh yeah, grenades. I didn't use them.
I don't remember what the.
That is my problem. Is I do the same thing. It's like,
R1 is shoot, R2 secondary fire. Yeah, he throws a ton of air fuel grenades. It's like grenade indicators just
that
like all
was
over.
insanity.
Oh.
X.
Remember all the shit they were just giving me? Like, oh, it's so easy because you have upgraded weapons.
That's true.
Yeah. Hey, Joel, you're almost dead.
Joel,
Yeah, I realize that.
There's some hybrids upstairs though, and they'll have some. There's also these side rooms. They might have.
Yeah, where the guy comes
Harder
like
for him
jamming
to-
through.
There you go.
There's a health.
Oh,
Damn.
okay. All right, let's see. What
When
do
we were
got
making
here?
this game, Grant Hollis,
Have
I had given
anything?
him a bug that I wanted the color of the health pickups to be like garishly noticeable, and he wouldn't do it, and he wouldn't do it, and he wouldn't do it. So I finally went into the art and did this horrible, terrible, bright green, and it's the only way to get Grant to do anything.
Is if you do it yourself.
If you make it garish, especially, because he doesn't.
Oh, so you made it so
It
bad
was so
that then
bad
he went and fixed
that he
it?
had to go.
Oh, got it. Got it.
It's his own.
I thought they were still the green you made them, and I was like, wow.
They weren't that terribly far off. I think they probably have better bloom response and whatnot.
If you're just tuning in,
And why are you?
This is Insomniac Live. We are playing. This is our show. We play all sorts of games.
Oh my god, get the hell out of
Right now we're playing
I
one
have
of
to
our
remember.
games.
Is this a
It's
dead
a
end?
block.
Oh, of
Yeah,
course it
you
is.
Run away!
Oh.
no! So sometimes we play stuff like we'll be playing Battlefront 2 on Friday. We'll be playing Lego Marvel Superheroes next week. Lego Marvel Superheroes 2. Sorry, it's a sequel. Oh man.
Again.
But today we're playing Resistance 3. My name's James Stevenson, Community Director. I'm here with the Creative Director of Resistance 3, Marcus Smith.
That's
One
me.
of our lead designers here at Insomniac, Joel Goodsell,
That's him.
who also was a designer on R3.
And a voice actor in Gears of War.
Apparently.
Yeah, that's the thing. Voice actor in Gears of War.
That's not.
And we're drinking whiskey from one of our fans made and gave us at a Ratchet event. And
Yeah,
that's we're in the middle of St. Louis, which is like kind of approaching the halfway point of the game, maybe or so, or 40% point of the game.
This is
like that.
this is a long level. This one you have to do a lot. Remember, we haven't even met Charlie Tennant.
Yeah, but that's like the second half of the level. Once you get in,
Yes.
I got
Is it an
one.
ambush?
Right? All right, come on, one more gauntlet.
Doing the ambush.
Oh, I'm punched yet again! Oh, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up. You may want to find some help.
He
Working
means
on
in
it.
life,
Working
not
on
the
it.
game.
Oh.
He may have already used up all the health.
Ammo, yeah. And these jackasses are just sitting in the corner. Like, you couldn't... I think the best bet's probably going to be go hunt those hybrids.
Alright.
Zombie Crow. Anyone know what we're working on lately, dev-wise? Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
That's the main thing. We also have some cool updated content coming.
Oh, you gotta pick up...
Coming to the Unspoken, which is our virtual reality one-on-one Magic Duel game, and we have a single-player mode coming to that game soon too. So that's pretty cool on the Oculus Rift. And that's the only 2 projects that we have currently announced. But lots of people here working on Spider-Man. Biggest production we've ever done.
Man, I am
Whoa.
Maybe Bullseye.
seriously
and,
out of practice
tag
here.
that. If you Bullseye and tag that, or you could use the Magnum, because that just will do splash damage.
I just remember Chi Lao was our animator who did a lot of this, the work on this guy. He was really
Alright.
good. She also did a, we should post it somewhere, a previs of, you used to have to fight on a VTOL between St. Louis and New York.
Where there's all the
flyers.
Yeah.
Hey Joel, good job!
Really?
Oh no, I think you still have to shoot his chest.
Christ, he's got the other side one. Oh,
Shoot the chest. Shoot the chest. Yeah.
Other side one.
You got him. You got him. You got him.
That's it. His heart just came out, so you know he's not getting it that way.
Boom.
Alright.
That is funny. That the first thing Ellis says is "Good job, everyone." Like they tremendous.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah. Avon 86, Serpa Serpa Industry. Interesting. Marcelo Laborda, Ganuva, Liz England. Hi, Liz.
What?
Hey.
We're playing your level, Liz.
Lakota Ace, Lakota 3 Ace, Lakota's Threes, Lakota Thrice, Lakota. I don't know. You can tell me how to pronounce that in the chat if you want.
Oh,
Thank
so
you all
dark.
for following.
Very dark.
I hope I didn't miss any followers. If I missed you, I'm sorry. Yell at me in the chat. And we appreciate you following. Like I said, we got good shows coming up.
Yeah, not this one.
No, this one's terrific. Besides us starting 10 minutes late because of technical issues,
That's true.
and then having weird audio issues at the beginning.
You know, I got no meetings the rest of the day. We can just do it. We'll just keep doing it.
There were some people shooting in here yesterday, and I blame them.
I would blame them too.
It's
All right,
probably
so
not their fault. But
this
I still
is where
blame
we
them.
meet Charlie Tent. Crispin Freeman was the voice actor, as I recall. For some reason, there's no loading screen here, which is a total TRC violation from the Sony Corporation. American Revolution painting on the wall.
Hey, Nathan Hale.
Maybe Nathaniel Hale, maybe not. We thought these guys are a guerrilla group fighting against the powerful, tyrannous Chimera.
And they have pool tables, so considering you have no internet, no TV, no radio, pool
Yeah.
tables high living.
Exactly.
That is like you are on the up and up in life if you have a pool table still that works.
Where's my foosball? Oh, it's infected.
You got any penicillin? Hey Joel, can you do the voice acting for this sequence, please?
Do I have to do it right? Can I just make it
Hey
up?
man, I
as I go
figure with
along?
all your Gears of War experience, you'd be able
that's
to.
true.
Or only aircraft.
Screw the penicillin, just get better.
I want a new power supply. The kind they use in those Chimera dropships.
Dropship, huh? That's a big job. Life's pretty simple, Joe.
We fight or we die.
Man.
You're the fight.
It's nice to see.
I'm guessing
You know,
by
this wasn't
5 years
super
ago,
long ago, but things are looking so much better in engine.
like us.
You know, when you say 6 years, it's like this feels way longer than 6 years ago.
That was when it shipped. We were
Right.
working
I mean,
on it.
we're out
Here's
for
the deal.
3 years, 2.5
so
years,
9
something.
years. Started working on it like almost a decade ago.
Dropship. And once the VTOL
Thanks
is
for making me
powered
feel
up and
old,
he's
man.
healthy enough to travel,
You know.
Older.
give us both the ride to New
Sorry,
York City.
my bad.
Joe Capella. He's got a scar.
You better be worth it.
Hey, he's got whiskey too.
You better be worth it. So this is going to start the ambush, which, if you recall, is the mission I had to play on stage at the E3 event at the Sony press conference, where my roommate, or sorry, my suite mate from college is the guy from Stun Gun, the company that puts on the production. His name's Kevin Cohen,
Yep.
and he's a very helpful friend. He's one of those friends that helps you. So I was nervous going up in front of 6,000 people at the sports arena, and he said, "Don't worry about that. Just think about the millions watching at home."
He's so nice to you.
He's a good guy.
He's
He's a good guy.
It's like, the 6,000 people in the room.
But we actually played this. I played it live on stage, and it was the most nerve-wracking thing.
With a pink controller.
I used a pink controller.
Yep. The famous E3 pink controller.
That's why you succeeded.
I don't remember the pink controller. That's the funny thing, is that part is complete blank. But I do remember getting called out on the internet because I said, "Is everybody with me? Cheap seats." And people were like, "What? Sony doesn't care about people who have to pay for seats." And it's like we were in the LA Sports Arena, or the Coliseum, or wherever the hell it
Yeah,
was.
it's gone now, but yeah.
Whatever, gone. And so it was a reference to that. And also, nobody paid to get in there. It was invitation only, and journalists and whatever. Anyways, internet, we've got a real double-edged sword relationship going on. I love you because of online banking
You have to
and
go around
porn.
from the other side, right?
Is it?
Yeah, I think so. I think the trigger's on that side. There you go.
To release the drone.
Kev Jolium, I think.
Made up name.
Said, was there a certain reason why Capelli's appearance completely changed from R2? Because
Yeah,
he was like a super buff beanie dude, right? Who carried
was super buff beanie.
He carried the Gatling gun.
Yeah, so in between R2 and R3, which is 4 years, he had been kind of disgraced. He left the military, left Serpa. He was, what was it? He was captured and forced to work as a gladiatorial. Okay, this gets a little weird. So in Bill Dietz novels, there were two.
Oh, you
of
got to
them.
shoot it and kill it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, of course.
Capelli was actually like a gladiatorial fighter against caged steelheads. That happened in the novel.
Yeah.
So he didn't have his military regimen anymore. It's 4 years later. He and Susan hiked back to Haven. A lot of stuff happened. He's not the same man. That's the answer.
Yeah,
He
and
did
you're also
Sabini.
talking about a guy who was like this, soldier who was able to work out and eat
That's the
a
regimen,
meal and was getting injected with Chimera stuff. Now he's been inoculated against the virus.
Yeah.
He's starving probably.
Yeah.
So
He's a good dude.
he-
He's probably giving his food to the kids of Haven instead of eating.
We now know what his hair looks like because he's not wearing the beanie anymore.
That's
So kind of looks the same, but
Yeah.
in theory, I love that thing that
The
goes rolling
rolling
by.
out.
It was always every time we did this demo, the idea was to have it coming right at you and just sidestep it,
Yeah.
even though I think it would just clip right through
Yeah,
you. I
yeah,
don't think it
it
does
would.
anything to you if it
No,
hits
no.
you. But we always try to make it look really good in every single live demo we did. Where it's okay, we want that. You want to just step right out of the way and make
Yeah.
it look really cool.
I do. I really like the weather in this level in particular.
The raindrops on the
raindrops
camera.
on the camera and the shaders. Abdul has this whole system where when there is cover, you can see a difference in the shaders on the ground. So it looks wet where you expect water and dry where you don't expect water. It's really awesome. And then the effects guys, of course, putting all the drips and all kinds of stuff. It's great.
Oh, these are the shield drones.
Shield drones.
I don't think. Did they have them? Is this the first time, or did you see them at Haven?
Introduced here.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So then you had these target prioritization stuff where you had to kill these drones because you can't injure the Chimera at all. Yeah, this
High-
fight,
high
you're in a
priority
kill
targets.
box basically in this fight.
Yeah, and it's bad, and then the long legs come, and it's worse.
But we got fully powered up weapons because this is my actual personal PS3 and save of the game. So Which makes it good. We can stream on normal difficulty, but it's actually kind of like easy because our weapons are good.
Oh, sorry. Sonic Destroyer is talking about stuff.
Got hitched to him. Raindrops keep falling on my head. They keep falling. Raindrops keep falling on my head.
I can't see. It's so dark.
Serpa Industries said you gotta love the expanded universe. Like, yep.
There you go. You do. You
What
have
is-
to.
Is it them fighting out there?
It's them fighting! Oh no, a bug! That was...
It sounded like the seagulls from
That was
Finding
kind of
Nemo. I kept
amazing.
hearing like mine.
Mine.
I'm like, what the hell
Something
happened?
just became
It's
not
like
safe for work. Yeah.
Is Corey playing something weird?
It's always Corey. Play on Corey. Oh, Hedgehog, you're the best.
Remaster Resistance. Wow, I wonder who made a Twitch account today. How cool would it be if you guys had a level 1 R3 where Capelli got the minigun, sort of a throwback?
Hey. Good.
That's not a bad idea, actually. Yeah, I'm like, okay.
Oh, geez, pull back.
Out of ammo for it. That's always the problem, man. The Augur's great, but we had to like severely limit the ammo so that it wouldn't
Yeah, it's
be broken. You better find some health, my
Yeah, you're
friend.
gonna have to kill some.
Because those guys have shields and.
You were.
Oh no, those are actually just steelheads that have dropped shields.
Yeah, dropped Augurs.
I thought those were Ravagers at first.
No, but they're still shooting.
I think I used all the health already.
Yeah.
Oh, what about the
It was,
other
like,
side?
super
You haven't gone to
dark
the
in
other side
here.
of the street though, right?
No, the other side of the street. And you hear that? There's long legs.
Long legs arriving.
There's a grenade.
Check behind the bar. Check behind the bar behind you.
Of course, there's always health behind the bar.
There it is, right there.
That's
This
where I
is actually
get
a
most of my
store.
health is
It's-
at the bar. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
It's on the table, actually.
Yeah. Oh, long legs. Yeah, so you were in small Mario gameplay mode, which is to say... Ooh, nice.
One hit will kill you.
Yeah, which in this case, actually, it's a little Wolfenstein-esque. It's better to be aggressive at that point, because you need to go hunt to get more ammo.
Yeah, actually, that was one of the things I really, really liked about this game, is that we changed over to the limited health model,
Yeah.
and it really feels like you're out there surviving.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna die to prove that right here.
Yeah, remember there's stairs over there somewhere on the left.
You're supposed to actually just escape now. If you said fall back, so you have to run, I think, right?
Well, where's...
Or is that door supposed to open?
Yeah, I thought that
Checkpoint.
door was open. So Ernie...
There you go. There he goes. Now
Okay.
he's going. Let's get the hell out of here.
Don't
You need to
die,
follow
Ernie.
that guy. You need to follow that guy.
Come on, Ernie, don't die. I'm gonna wait for
No,
him.
Ernie
I'm gonna wait
already-
for him to open the door.
Oh, wait, not Ernie. Ellis?
There you
Ernie.
go.
There we go. Now you
Okay,
go.
now
You don't
you
go until the door's open.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
health on your left.
So you got to pick that up.
Oh,
you now,
very good.
You,
Oh.
Now you need to run like the wind.
Okay. Run.
Follow the guy.
Yeah. So this is
Follow
the point
guy.
where you've picked up the power core, and now he's supposed to protect you. And this is basically run like the wind territory.
And this is the E3. This is like up to
This
the
is
end
part
of the
of the
E3
E3.
demo. Yeah.
Yep.
The stage demo. Although we made it way easier so you get through it fast, if I remember right. Like,
Yeah,
it went
yeah,
really
yeah.
fast versus it takes.
I think,
quite a bit
yeah,
longer.
like
All the
Charlie
exploding
takes
bits.
cover in a couple spots, and we have long legs jump around. We took those out for the demo just to speed it up. And there's a couple spots, like he kills a couple here.
Yeah, he's shooting everyone.
It's
Because
like
you're.
a surprise Widowmaker moment. coming
This
up,
is
right?
this is one of the areas where talking to the environment artist, it was always like, remove all the interesting looking stuff. This is about running. I don't want people distracted by cool posters or lamps or. But there's that. Look at that.
So, like-
oh, in your face. And we'll end up at the Palace Hotel later.
You mean like the couch in
Oh
the
my God,
Tower
Resistance
of
2?
Resistance 2 that nearly got Ted killed on stage?
That is the danger of live demos.
Yeah.
That was my level of resistance too. I remember sitting in there just sweating bullets.
Oh yeah.
You thought there's about half a second there. You thought you were done. You're like, oh shit, why did I put that couch there? Like I'm dead. And then Ted fortunately survived. I thought he was
Yeah.
dead. I thought Ted was dead.
We
in
all
that
thought he was dead.
sequence.
We were like collective gasp in the Ratchet conference room.
I can't believe it. He had to have survived that by like a few frames.
Yeah.
Like, it was close.
We're ignoring the internet.
Gravy Biscuit says the 10,000 kills trophy in Resistance 2 was brutal. Yeah,
It was.
we
We
made a
agree.
mistake with that trophy.
Yeah, that was a little Gears of War-esque.
Yeah, it was like,
We could have done without it.
and back then you didn't have microtransactions to let people pay the bills to unlock it faster. Oh, sorry, that's a little lower.
4,000 hours or $2,100.
Oh, yikes! Yikes!
So this is in the hotel.
What was it?
This is again the feral Widowmaker. So sometimes the Widowmaker's kind of helpful to you. by
Yeah, because
taking
it's
out-
fighting the other Chimera too.
I think right here is where it takes out a rocket.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Bam!
Good night, dropship.
Man, I saw a good one. Q-Kill said, he said, do you know what the tick rate was of multiplayer, of the online multiplayer?
Nope, I'm hanging out too long.
I don't know. I have no idea. It was all 60, or no, it was 30 frames. So it must have been 30. The tick rate must have been 30. It must have been 30.
Yeah.
And then Remastered Resistance said, to be honest, my favorite thing for the series is how each installment has a completely different feel.
Wait, you might want to back up. I think Charlie busts those up.
Oh
yeah, he's curb stomps a long leg, and then he shoots.
There we go.
Okay, yeah, that's where you did.
Now you're good.
This is pretty much what St. Louis looks like now.
Oh, especially where the Rams used to play.
Oh.
Second best team in the NFL, baby. Second best team in the NFL. Thank you, St. Louis. Sorry, that's rude. That's cold.
That's the reason some came
Crimson Fury, Sprocket Fix, Captain Butter 22, Max B49, and Tyrus GG. Thank you all for the follows. Every person that follows, really appreciate that. We'll, like I said, we have lots of good shows. We do 3 shows a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We play new games, classic games, our games, and this Friday we'll be playing Star Wars Battlefront 2. Next week we'll be playing Lego Marvel Superheroes 2. Lego Marvel Heroes? I don't know the exact. It's Lego Marvel and Heroes. And then I love you like you run in and the shutter drops behind you.
You know you're safe when you arrive at the pool table with the beer.
It's got pool table. It's got beer.
We should have marketed that.
Blitzer beer.
We'll probably get one more Resistance stream in before December, the end of December, and
That'd be good.
I think we're gonna try to do Disruptor at some point too.
That would be awesome.
Play Ratchet. We'll get Ted in here.
God.
Love to get Ted and Al in here
Yes.
for Disruptor. I think that would
And
be a lot of
Brian.
fun. And Brian, like all three. Of
All
us,
three.
just, like sitting on a couch like they did back then. What was the reason that the Chimera split since Serpent Industries? Like we talked about that a little earlier, but basically you had like the militarized Chimera, which are all like created in factories and machines.
Yeah, and then others became feral.
Yeah, because they're just sort of like
They started reproducing out in the wild, baby.
and there's just like the virus, so some things become Chimera without necessarily
Right.
getting the indoctrination.
That's right. Arguably, the Brawler is sort of an in-between because it behaves like a feral beast, but it's militarized with its armor and all that. Here we go. Charlie Tent's gonna do. Now, hindsight being what it is, maybe this is what's a section I wouldn't have done it again, which
Escort
is
mission.
protect the dummy. Yeah. Escort missions are rough, and this one's no different. Occasionally, he'll do things that you really wish he
Molotov
didn't.
Cocktails. Yeah.
Cola.
The Kid Salami asked if you're wearing a bow tie, which I will confirm.
I am. I'll be your waiter. The soup of the day is linguine clam sauce. I don't know what that is. It doesn't sound like soup at all. Minestrone? That's a soup.
Oh, Adam Jonick points out the hive mind didn't need all the Chimera anymore, so it just let them go. Which that's
Somebody's
that's
here
probably,
to double check all this.
That's
'cause-
probably part of it, true.
Yeah. That damn hive mind. Do you remember how Noah Grace was trying to give up America because he couldn't get a deal with the Daedalus to like?
Oh yeah,
survive?
because there's the whole. Yeah, that's right.
Man, I can smell that whiskey from here. It is so smoky.
Delicious.
Or did
Thanks
somebody
again.
start a campfire? I can't quite tell.
Like, were you out camping today? When you get home from, were you in the woods? No. I was just drinking at work.
I'm continually in the woods. Bam. Long bang.
Remaster Resistance. All I want for Christmas is Resistance 4. Somewhere earlier, someone said I can die happy if I get a Resistance 4. Well, tell Sony, man. Like, you know.
Yeah, I feel bad wishing for your death, but here we are.
I'll be waiting on the Disruptor stream. I love the style of gameplay it's got going. Yeah, just we actually have the copy here. We have a PS. We can play it on PS1 and upscale. It'd be fun. We'll do it.
Awesome.
We did test it. It was one of the things we tested.
Did it have the simulated walking, like a sine wave movement of the camera when you moved?
I think so.
I feel like
think
it
so.
did.
I think so. Yeah.
That was back in PS1 before the analog sticks. You had to play it with.
Yeah,
buttons.
yeah. And you turn like shoulder buttons
Yeah.
and strafe with the left and right. You see strafe left and right, turn at the top. It's like trying to reprogram your game.
Was it Doom style where there was no up and down?
Correct. Yeah. There's no actual up and down.
Those were the days.
Forward, back, strafe left, right, turn, and then all that. Yeah.
The good old days.
Someone said, okay, Alien Monkey asked both of you, favorite monster in game or film?
The Thing.
The Thing.
Oh yeah, this thing's really good. Yeah. The
Thing is
I
good.
don't want to steal your thunder, but that is a pretty good one.
Except Mondo just put out a board game for The Thing that looks pretty cool, actually.
Oh, really?
It's like a designer board game, like where someone is the Thing and
Yeah,
people are
yeah.
all trying to sabotage each other, or multiple people slowly become the Thing.
That's pretty good.
Try to sabotage the group. It's paranoid.
I'm gonna go with Invasion of the Body Snatchers, the old one, because it was clearly an analogy to TVs. Like it's set up in the living room where people have TVs and they're all mindless and everything. I thought that was pretty clever.
I like it.
That dude is
Do I have to
just
answer that question?
certified.
Corey, do you have one? Any favorite monsters
Screw
back
you, I'm
there?
gonna
I'm
hang
sure
out
Corey
here.
has one. Corey, Justin, I'm curious.
They don't talk anymore.
Or maybe he's gonna type it. Corey says also The Thing.
Okay. There we go.
Yeah,
Why
maybe,
doesn't Corey talk?
I don't know why Corey doesn't just yell it at us.
What's your favorite controller in gaming history, James Stevenson?
The Xbox One Elite controller.
What about you, Joel?
Someone say that.
Oh boy, that's a tough one. I like the PS4 controller. It just feels really good.
That's good.
I think the PS4 controller, if they move the analog stick to where the D-pad is and vice versa, to be more, that would be.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that about the. I think the Xbox One controller is killer. Like personally, I think the PS4 controller is very good compared to Xbox 360, where like the 360 controller was here and the PS3 controller was like. Especially when it got rumble, it caught up a little bit. But man, like the 6-axis that didn't have rumble at all, and it was just, and it was so light, and it felt just like a toy. And like they broke like crazy. Like, they were terrible compared to the 360 controller.
Yeah.
Like now, the difference is pretty. I think it's almost, a lot of people have that personal preference, or they even like the PS4 controller. I still think Xbox One is a little bit better personally. That's my preference. But
There you go.
they're much more comparable than they
so
were in the
hard.
last gen.
Yeah. I mean, the answer is clearly the Intellivision.
Yeah, right.
Because
Oh, that was mine.
a rectangle
So
with two
awesome.
buttons on the side and a disc and a piece of plastic you had to put in a number pad. Like that's oh, and a springy cord that you couldn't get more than 2 feet away from the
So,
console.
you know what you could play on that game though? You couldn't play on anything else.
Yeah, what's that?
RTSs.
Yeah, actually.
It had
That's the thing.
Utopia. That was one of the very first
Right.
actual strategy games.
Yeah, Intellivision has some great games. I'm making fun of their controller.
Oh yeah,
And-
it was.
and I mean-
by like 20 minutes in, your hand was numb.
Yeah.
Right. Well, well, you think about the N64 joy, like you play Mario Kart Party on an N64, and like you use the top of your hand to spin,
Totally.
and like Nintendo had to settle like a lawsuit and send gloves to people because kids were getting like crazy blisters and like getting injured playing Mario Party because it's like spin this thing.
Auger.
Good call.
Yeah, you got a gun that can see through walls. Wait, where'd they go?
They keep
Hiding.
They're jumping.
They're smart. That is AI, my friends.
We got an award for AI in this game.
Hey.
Oh, that's good. I forgot about that. That's
Yeah.
true.
Oh, people. Sorry, we were
Atari
ignoring
Jaguar
the internet.
controller with all those buttons. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, Atari with the
Atari
thing that would
2600
come off
has
and
a
you
stick.
play it with the white stick
Yeah.
underneath the rib.
Somebody's up there.
I think
Yeah,
you're just gonna have to
something
go
like
up and like draw them out.
There we are.
Aha.
Hello.
Yeah, they're like just sort of chilling up there, aren't they?
Yeah, the auger is
Well, that's what they
bigger.
do. They like the roofs. They're not. They don't like going where there's ceilings above them. They want to be able to jump.
Oh man, I'm already thinking about that New York level where you fight up the apartments on either side.
Oh yeah, that
so
was
good.
one of my
man.
favorite places
Easy
to work on.
future episodes. I mean,
Yes.
we've got the cannibalism episode coming. We've got there's the train episode.
In honor of the cannibal episode, we're gonna eat someone. Stay tuned.
Yeah.
Oh, we should have steak
A
while we're
fan
actually
though,
playing
like
that.
just like fan whiskey.
Oh yeah. We'll pick somebody randomly from the list.
Chat
Gravy
list.
biscuits. I'm looking at you.
Is that just because his name sounds delicious?
It does. It totally does.
Gravy biscuits.
Ah, game controller. Yeah. Different button size.
Yeah.
Oh jeez. I really do like
somebody's up there.
that sound of the long leg. It sounds like a weird whistle, like a kid's party.
I'm not sure if Zombie Crew is being serious about Resident Evil 4 being fun to play with the GameCube controller. Personally, my favorite way of playing Resident Evil 4 was actually on the Wii. Because the Wiimote made it was like the aiming. It actually
That's
was
pretty
cheap
funny.
because it was a lot easier because you could just easily like headshot everything. But it was actually
Oh,
to
geez.
me it was very fun because you
Yeah.
didn't have to like fight the aim in that game at all. It was just and the game's still great even if you have better aiming. Portal player, we need a remaster Resistance collection. Yeah, everyone, we answer that question like every 20 minutes, but just to reiterate, we think that would be awesome.
Yeah.
We would never develop it in-house. We don't make ports generally, even of our own stuff. If Sony wanted to do it, that'd be killer. So,
oh my god.
As always, let Sony know if
Okay,
that's
you
something
need
you're
some
interested
cover.
in.
Man. Okay, so Charlie's still there. All right.
Yeah, you gotta kill more of those guys.
Yeah, this remember, there's still a boss battle to do in this level.
Yeah, I don't think we're
It's
gonna make it.
also,
I don't think we're gonna make it.
It had a lot of thing is it had a lot of different stuff. Though.
It did a lot of different.
It kept you
a lot of
going
variety.
like, oh, I got to do this. Now I got to
Yeah.
do something else different.
It's an epically long mission.
It is, but I mean, again, as we mentioned
This
in the last one,
particular objective is
I would
pretty
love
long.
for somebody,
But
for
there you go.
Netflix to make a Remnants series, like the people of St. Louis struggling to survive against the Chimera. It would be awesome.
There you go, Netflix. If you're watching, you let us
go
know.
do that.
Sorry
There you
that
go,
you
there
could
you are.
probably own the IP though, and I know that's what everything Netflix wants to do.
Oh,
Because they're tired of everyone taking their shows away from them.
yeah, I understand. That's
Yeah.
fine. We could develop some Sunset Overdrive Chronicles.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, we have the IP to that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You want to do Survivors of Sunset City?
There you go. That'd be awesome.
There you go.
Oh my God! There's more.
Almost made it. Almost made it. Watch out for those guys.
Oh, I'm
No
dead.
ammo. No ammo.
Oh,
Shotgun,
Bullseye.
shotgun.
Oh,
Go,
shotgun.
go.
Yeah. Boom.
Yeah, they're close.
Boom.
What other locations did you want to do in R3 that didn't make it?
We had another section in New York that didn't make it, for unfortunate reasons. Those reasons being the person who was designing it doesn't work here anymore. And it was one of the smartest things we'd ever done, because I think in Insomniac past we would have said, okay, he's gone now. Somebody else pick up that slack, and then people would have been like strung out working on different things.
Was that the fight on the?
It was, yeah, the big fight. It's one of the reasons why we didn't end up having all of the factions come back at the end. We just had the.
Oh, because that was one of the original ideas. Is that all
Original
these people
ending.
you met,
Yeah.
they were all going to show up and help you out at the very end.
Yeah.
In that classic.
And the Muppet movie.
Yep, Muppet. It's the Muppet movie. It's the Muppet
Best
movie
reference
ending.
ever.
We made it to New York, and now all the friends we've met on the road. come
They're
to
all
help
here
us
to
out.
help. Remember how hard this is? This actually still doesn't look very good. When Charlie's here, like, he doesn't match the movement of this thing a lot of times. Like, he's jiggling and all this weird stuff.
So I keep the camera moving.
Again, we do a lot of things better than we used to. Not very long ago.
Can you tell we're loading right now?
Barely.
Did I give too much away?
Maybe. The magic's revealed.
I like how he just sits on this like power core. He's like, this like radioactive core thing, whatever. I'm just gonna sit on it. I'm
That
tired.
was awesome. Did you see his breath go flying because it was an effect? Like a
Oh
Oh,
shit!
bye.
yeah, you got
See ya,
spat.
MacGuffin.
You got spat upon. Oh dear! Can't believe Joel called it MacGuffin. It's super important. To the... It's how the VTOL runs to get you part of the way to New York. Oh
Hey,
boy,
look.
you got some weak spot action to take care of.
Gravy Biscuits, do you want to constantly play remastered old games, or would you like fresh, new, creative IPs? I don't think that's a or decision. I think, like, here's the thing for me.
Oh, no, it's on run.
I wish that great games. So, like, I think the thing that would be awesome, and like remasters are fine, because like it makes a great game available, especially great games like, you know, backwards compatibility is just as good in my mind. Like if an old game can be played and downloaded, it doesn't really matter if it's remastered or not. But the way consoles have worked, a lot of games are sort of lost to a console.
Totally.
Yep. And I think it would be cool. And now, especially the architecture for consoles is very PC-ish, and you know, you see how quickly games go from PC and everything. I think it would be awesome if games were just more easily available. Like the PS2 Ratchet games, you can't play on PS4. And,
Have some longevity. I feel like our games, we make them, we spend years making them, and then they're around for like 3 months, and then it's memories. And it's hard to go back legally. That's why things like MAME are so popular. Is I can go back and play all these arcade games that I couldn't possibly play anywhere else. It sucks that we don't have that longevity. So I appreciate those, but the flip side is games have always been historically like new. Back in the days of coin-op, you couldn't develop at Atari a game if it was too similar to something else. And I think culturally we've just kind of adopted that historically. So it's kind of nice to see now backward compatibility and things that will help us stick around a little longer.
Yeah, I think that's it for me. Like, that's why I think people ask for these remasters. It's not. It's like they kind of want to replay Resistance at some point. Like they played it and loved it, or maybe they never played it because they got an Xbox 360.
Yeah.
Like, I always wanted to play those games, but I don't have a PS3, or I don't want to hook the PS3 up. I sold it. It's in the garage. Like I have to go track down some old discs. Like. And I would love to play it. I have this. And you think about PC games, like a lot of these, 3D PC games. Well, if your system's more powerful, cool, your PC like renders it at 4K or 1080 and 60 frames a second and all those things. So it's like
so boned.
That would all be really cool. It's just you don't even need to truly remastering to me is like, when they go through and redo all the assets, you don't need to do all of that. It's just making them accessible and being able to keep them in place where if anyone ever wants to play the game, they can download it for $8 or $10. Would be really neat.
Yeah, absolutely.
And and some of that happens, but again, like there's challenges, right? PS2 architecture to PS3 architecture to PS4 architecture.
Totally different. Yep.
It's very, very messy.
I think a lot of people think it's just free.
Yeah,
you just go, you just plug in that disc.
It costs hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars to update some of the game engines and then retest them and certify them and all that.
Yeah, we had a hell of a time remastering the Ratchet stuff. Or we hired people to do it, but a lot of the people that we hired were people who worked here back in the day who remember the architecture and remember the asset pipelines and all those things. I forgot you were on a basketball court out there. Oh, people.
I think Gravy Biscuit said if you could remaster and make one thing, what would it be? I don't know. Like, I think it's like, there's a lot of our games I think that would be fun if they were more easily available to people on a PS4. Alright, let me try and finish this.
Alright, do it.
I'm gonna
get out of that without playing at all, which seems appropriate. Dun dun dun.
I think it's just like, I want it for all. I want all of our games to be as accessible as possible, and that's just kind of
yeah.
I think when we go back and do some of the old titles, we find that the conventions for control schemes have moved on a lot as well. Like, that's one of the things with the Ratchet PS4. We had to do some massive updates to a lot of stuff. Just to get it up to speed with modern things.
I thought that was a masterful, I don't know what we call it, where it was based on the whole, it was reboot.
I mean, it was really a remake entirely because there's not, the gameplay is completely different. Like, you think about Ratchet being a guy who couldn't strafe. Every enemy in that game, you have to make them with the anticipation of like, this is what the player can do, this is the player's moveset. Now that's totally different, so the enemies all behave completely differently. So we had maps and we had asset layout and looks, which saves you a ton of time. It makes it a lot easier to go back.
That helped a lot, But one of the first things we did have to do was really go back and look at the enemy dynamics and the combat dynamics, and how the combat dynamics in Ratchet have really changed since that first game. And we had to update everything, including like enemy placement, where enemies came from, enemy intros, enemy behavior, all of that all had to be updated.
What I really appreciate about Ratchet PS4 was the economy was nicely tuned, where you were switching weapons for scarcity and strategy, not just the upgrade system that came with the second Ratchet.
That was Mike
Daly.
Okay, you can do this one more time.
He also did it on
Nexus
a Nexus as well, and I thought it was so well done on Nexus that I told Mike, I said, look, you just own this and run with it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So
kudos, Mike Daly.
Yeah.
And Billy Parmenter was implementing on that, as I understand it. So good job to our NC brethren.
Yeah, I think that was one of the things that if for some reason that treatment was ever applied to the Resistance series, we would have to go back and really take a look at R1 controls and R2 controls
already,
and really bring all that up to speed.
How many times did you hit the wrong button just doing this?
About 12, 13 times,
Well, like, even if you just think about the PS3 controller, the triggers, I mean, this going back to kind of how far behind the PS3 controller was to the 360, like, we had to put the triggers on You know, it's R1, L1 to look down and R1 to shoot, and that was the shooter convention. But now that on PS4 has better controllers, like everyone's back to what kind of the 360 convention was, where it's L2 and R2.
Yeah, and originally when we started R3 development, we did have it. We did have it on the trigger, and it just didn't work with the PS3 trigger. We all really wanted the Xbox controller at that point.
Yeah, and in 2, we did some weird things with like cover controls in 2. And I remember they were in a weird, they were in what we consider now to be a strange place. Yeah, but at the time there was all this debate on like, okay, well, where's the industry going with controls, and what do we do? And that was I love getting up on those buildings.
Yeah, I feel like the major paradox change or paradigm shift that had happened between Resistance 1 and Resistance 2 was Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden that was the standard for first-person shooters in terms of control. And we had that debate of like, well, are we going to do something new or do something that makes sense? Let's go complicated for no good reason.
Yes.
Shoot a basket while you're down there. I think you can get a big
Thanks, no. I'm trying to finish this guy off, and oh wait, I did get one of his things. Oh shit!
I think I remember that being a thing.
Where's the basement? Where's the basement?
Like,
there it is.
Probably
right,
B-Math suggested that at some point.
That would not surprise me.
Oh, health and ammo? Gosh,
Yeah,
you're such a needy person, James.
I know.
Yeah, but he's winning.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, for now. God.
Yeah.
I gotta get him to turn, because I need to shoot the right side.
And then
no.
get his testicle exposed.
Yeah, come on, baby. Come on, baby. We're gonna end this stream with me blowing up a ball
We
sack.
should clarify that it is really supposed to be his innards that have
that
fallen out.
Right.
It just
But
didn't.
we all
you'll
know,
see.
Yeah.
You'll see. Oh,
Is there-
good strategy. Yeah, you're getting nuked by that.
Hold on. Let's
You
do
need a
this.
fire and forget thing happening here.
There we go.
Okay, now I'll go that weak spot. Now that you can't
For
see
massive damage. Let's
it.
go.
For massive. It's historically accurate.
There we go. Oh, I was using the auger? Or is that the marksman?
That's the marksman.
Oh, whoops. Well, hey, it
So-
works. Come on, drop your innards. Drop your innards. Let's go.
It goes up to drop his image, right? And you still have to clean up these guys.
I know.
Still
Where am I?
making-
I don't have a secondary fire.
He's gonna spit on you.
Oh, he's a jerk. And
Where's
you
the
need to
basement?
reload.
Where's the
Vomit
basement?
vision.
Where's the basement?
Oh, run through that poison.
Yeah, I know. That was bad. That was bad. Did I leave any health down here?
Nope, you collected it all and you didn't really need it.
No, Marcus. Why?
It's a terrible, terrible thing.
I blame you, Marcus.
You should. You know, we could have been nicer and said like, okay, if you have X number of hit points to revive, we'll just give it to you free and leave the rest in a container. But nope, we use 100%.
God, this is terrible. It's bad. I'm in trouble.
Who can we blame here? Besides James.
Okay, wait. I still have a little bit of ammo here.
Brian Maths.
Also-
There it is. You break Brian Maths.
Oh, okay. I think that's always a general good idea, is blame Brian's beard.
Okay, that's back here. Oh wait, health. Yes.
Use the auger to see its weakness. That's a good point, and you did eventually.
I did use the auger. I'm out of auger ammo.
Yeah.
All right, this is what you really got to do here.
Run underneath them and
Thank you, Adam. The health system. Small Mario. Oh, you've caught his testicles on fire. That is some Bengay.
Yeah, I was about to go there with the.
Yes!
Ah!
We
There
can
it
sleep
is.
at night.
Woo! Marcus is like, we're never going to get through St. Louis. And actually, had we started on time, we would have gotten through on time. We went 10 minutes over, but we started 10 minutes late. So, you know,
That's
it's
wonderful.
cool. And I'll thank Sir Knight for following during that last play session. Make sure you click follow if you haven't. We have great shows coming up. Battlefront 2 on Friday. Lego Marvel Heroes next week. Corey's going to choose something to play Wednesday before Thanksgiving. So 3 great shows coming in the next couple weeks. We will come back with more Resistance 3 probably next month too. So make sure you're following for that. We'll play some more Cracking Time soon. Probably
Corey,
some
allow that.
Disruptor.
Gravy Biscuit says D's nuts lol. You gotta allow that.
Yeah, you got to click allow.
it's a never-ending game, right?
So that was fun. Appreciate all you guys stopping in to watch. And you know, Marcus Smith. Oh, thank you
Mitch.
to Mitch. Thanks for whiskey, man.
Yeah, that was really
That's
good.
solid. It was very good. Marcus Smith.
Yep.
Creative director from Resistance 3.
Cena, I'm using moisturizer. My skin suit is going to be so comfortable.
I guess if Greg Miller probably left, but Greg, if you do come down, you should probably bring Marcus some of the food from your cooking show, if you're so worried about
and Oreo
wasting
cookies.
away. Joel, thank you for coming on the show as well. Make sure you follow us on all of our social media stuff. Insomniac Games on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. There's our Discord channel where you can talk with a bunch of people.
But don't.
No, do talk on Discord. Do talk on Discord. Do talk on Discord. It's fun.
Just do.
And like I said, click that follow button if you want to be notified when we're streaming. We do
Susan's-
stream 3 times a week, Wednesday and Friday.
Cracking. I gotta say that kid looks creepy.
Most
And just like our
Physically,
stream, we're
which
like
never
Susan,
counts.
where we're almost done. Spyro, we miss you. Yeah, okay, Zombie Crow, we will play some more Spyro soon, I promise.
Internet, we love you.
We love
With
you
passion.
very much.
A little too much passion. A little
We love-
inappropriate.
We love you like we love that mitten.
That mitten means a lot.
That mitten does
Right
mean
up until it doesn't mean a damn thing. And just...
throws it away at the very end.
But there's whiskey involved there too, so whiskey and bad decisions go hand in hand.
Oh.
Roll the vehicles. to the
Oh!
Oh no, mitten!
Mitten!
Mitten, no!
Yeah, it was worth it.
vehicle. You wanted that.
It was totally worth it.
You know, if
Yeah.
you get in a vehicle in a video game, you know you're crashing, right?
Yeah, it's the
Yeah,
Chekhov's
it's just a
rule.
rule.
Yeah,
It's never gonna work out.
Chekhov's
And
gun.
we're gonna finish the cutscene before we shut it off because it's just
It's
too
exciting because things are happening.
This is the reward for beating the boss.
Oh, Jesus.
My family. I'll find them. I promise.
That's a hero right there.
Right.
Get us out of here.
Like, I'm
No
just
longer
gonna,
sitting ducks.
yeah, I'm just gonna jump.
Yeah, and now my femur is sticking out of my pancreas.
Well,
Mount Pleasant's a great spot. Laura Bailey plays Jean Rose. Jean Rose.
yeah. So when we
She's
pick up
everywhere
this
now.
game next time, we'll start in the woods, which is another E3 demo, and I have a good story about that one too when we come back to it. But
And we're gonna make you squeal like a pig. I don't know. The woods. The banjo starts up. It's like a very different game from here on out.
Wow, we're drinking the hooch and making people squeal like a pig. We've
That's
got
right.
super
We're not even to
deliverance
cannibalism yet.
in this.